moving on. I know you had a couple of things you wanted to bring up, which was the reason we came today. But, and I had all this prepared stuff that led us to like 45 minutes of conversation. So I guess it's going to be a full-length episode.
I guess so, yeah.
What did you want to talk about? I think you said something about your dad.
Dad news.
Yeah, we got some dad news.
I got
That's
some
my
dad
favorite.
news.
That's my favorite.
Okay, so we'll start off with some dad news. Okay, so I'm one of those people that is still on a phone plan with my parents.
Yep.
I've had no need to get off of it. I've had, especially with Wi-Fi at my house, like I never really go over my minutes or anything like that.
Nothing wrong with being thrifty.
I'm going to do anything I can to save a doll hair. Let's just be for real.
No problem with that.
But every so often, and it's never me because if I'm on my phone, like at home, I'm on Wi-Fi. So I never really have a data problem, right? Recently, very early in the month, we get a text message from Verizon that says, you have 10% of your data plan left.
Oh boy. This is going to lead to some issues.
So in my head, I'm immediately thinking, Ryan, he likes watching. Ryan somehow got hooked into the Let's Play movement. So he watches people play like Roblox and stuff online. And he's like every video, like he hits the like button, he hits the subscribe, it's crazy. Like he knows all that shit. He rates it, everything, because he likes these videos. So in my head, I'm like, Ryan must be out and about watching video because video is gonna use more data.
And your sister's on the plane as well.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Because they've got tablets. We've got tablets and phones and laptops and all.
So this has never been an issue before.
It's only been an issue one other time, and that was me because I was over podcasting, like listening to podcasts while I was on the road all day.
Oh, okay.
So that was like really the only other time that this has been an issue.
Well, you gotta plan ahead for that, man. You download them before you leave, then you have them all stocked
Sometimes
up.
I didn't have or wouldn't finish downloading.
Oh, okay. So you're like, well, one won't hurt.
Exactly. And
then 15 won't hurt.
Exactly. But,
okay, so back to the story.
So, I'm like I said, I'm thinking, okay, Ryan's using the tablet a lot. It doesn't matter. School's going to be back in session, so we won't have this issue again. My mom calls me and she goes, "Hey, did you get that text message from Verizon?" I said, "Yeah, I did." I got talking to him. Your phone bill's not going to change a month. Ours are all going to go up. And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" She goes, "We're going to switch to the unlimited plan." And I'm like, how many videos is Ryan watching? Well, it wasn't Ryan. I was like,
okay, before you say who it is, I want to guess who it is.
Okay.
Because I think it's pretty clear who it is.
Yeah.
It's your dad, isn't
yes,
it?
It is my dad. Now, my father and I are somewhat kind of on a similar schedule.
Right.
My mom's a little butthurt right now that she's the only one that doesn't work weekends. Amanda has a second job, so she picks up shifts on the weekends. I work weekends. My dad works weekends. So she's alone at the house with the kids.
You should be like, "Hey, Mom, get a job."
Yeah. But so my dad, being a plant worker on the weekends when a lot of the literally my dad works at a dock. He is a shipping and receiving guy. He's like Jim across the street.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, he's a shipping and receiving guy. Well, apparently, one of the truck drivers on Sunday showed my dad a very neat way of curing boredom.
Okay.
My father, last Sunday, was introduced to YouTube.
Okay, so, and to establish what year we're in, it's 2017. YouTube has been around for a very long time at this point.
Like hike school.
I don't remember exactly what year it was.
It was around for before high school.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not really sure when
But we didn't have internet.
Yeah.
Out at my house. It took forever just to get dial-up.
I want to say right around high school is when it got put up. So like 2003, 4-ish. maybe.
I was graduating high school.
Okay,
in
yeah, so 03.
I want to say it was around before that, though.
So your dad is introduced to YouTube.
Yes.
And he, in his lack of knowledge of said things, takes it upon himself to watch YouTube a lot while on the go.
So,
like while at work.
Because my dad's at work and he can't use his work computer, they have a firewall that prevents him from looking up things like YouTube.
Sure, yeah.
To not lower, work production.
Right.
My dad, he's like, well, I've got one of these fan-dangled smartphones. Like, my dad makes fun of me that his phone is better than mine. And I'm like, cool, what do you use that for? You have a WWE app and you look up, the weather.
I like that your dad makes fun of you, by the way, too.
It's hilarious.
Like, you guys' relationship is strange.
Totally.
I mean, not that your parents making fun of you is like that crazy or anything, but I love that your dad is such a character.
Well, both my parents are, because the other day I called my mom. I was at work. I called my mom, and my boss comes walking around the corner. I didn't know that he was there. And my mom answers the phone. She's like, hello. I'm like, bitch, better have my cheesecake. And she's like, I didn't get to go buy it. And I'm like, Mama, you're breaking my heart. And I hang up the phone, and he goes, did you just say to your mom, bitch, better have my cheesecake? I was like, yeah. And my mom was laughing when I said it.
Of course, yeah.
Because, like I said, that's just the way we are. But anyway.
She's like, yeah, I better. You're right.
But anyway, so it's not even the best part of this story.
Okay, get to it. Long story long.
My dad works a 10-hour shift on a Sunday. He spends 9 of it on YouTube.
Oh, no.
Do you want to take a guess at what kind of videos my dad was looking up? Because I guarantee you will not.
Well, based on recent conversations, I want to say it has something to do with the stereo that you guys were trying to put together.
No?
Okay, I have no idea. Let me know.
Ventriloquism videos.
What? Are you kidding me?
I kid you not.
What the fuck?
I don't know. My mom said that my dad got caught in he was so mesmerized by watching people teach you how to try and do ventriloquism.
Then he watched it for 9 hours?
9 hours?
And he almost put the data over on the plan because of this.
Yes.
Okay, so the entire thing is ridiculous, though, because they mention YouTube on TV constantly. I know your dad watches a lot of TV.
Yeah, but he doesn't, my dad thinks of it as, my dad thinks of it as the dumbification of America. And
which he's now taking part in,
very much
by the way.
So, 9 hours.
On a higher level than almost anyone.
Well, you got to understand, he's got about 15 years of catch-up work to do.
And I guess he's starting with ventriloquism, which is the weirdest place he could possibly start. I've never heard of anyone looking up ventriloquist videos.
My mom couldn't even get it out when she was telling me this story. She was laughing, crying. I could hear her, literally knee-slapping. She's laughing
hell?
so hard. She's like, I couldn't even get mad at him because it was the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I would if I found out that is what he was looking up and I was involved in this plan, I would just be speechless, what do you even say to that? One, you just discovered YouTube, and two, you used that power to look up ventriloquist dummy videos.
I mean, it would make sense that my dad would look up Trump speeches or CNN stuff, or that just makes sense that that's what my dad would look up, because my dad's super into politics but doesn't get it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And yet, no, ventriloquism videos.
All right. Well,
so thank you to the truck driver that introduced my father,
wherever you are today,
to 9 hours of ventriloquism.
You didn't know what kind of fire you were playing with there. Dad news. Dad news,
right? Here's the thing. We'll go weeks without dad news because my dad just does. My dad the other day called me, and I'm at work to tell me that he dropped off something so I could do some work around the house, a tool. And I answer the phone 3 minutes after he called because I was driving the forklift. I get off it. I'm like, hello? He's like, oh, now you decide to answer. I'm like, would you want me to answer the phone or when I'm on the forklift at work? And he's like, God damn it, don't yell at me. Click. So, like, there's tons of stories like that I just...
Right.
It's these gems where...
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You got to really wait for the gold.
Yeah.
And...
Because, yes.
I definitely look forward to the next time something happens.